Today we're diving into the personal style of 53-year-old mother of two and absolute style icon, June Ambrose. In fact, if I'm honest, I've got a real girl crush on June. I absolutely love her style. And while it's not my personal style, there are some amazing elements to how she puts together her looks that I think we can all learn from. And a small portion of today's episode is sponsored by my favorite website builder and host, Squarespace, but I'll tell you a little bit more about them shortly. And if you haven't heard of June before, she's most famous for being a trailblazing fashion stylist and creative director. And she single-handedly revolutionized the connection between hip-hop culture and high fashion. If I had to describe June's style, I'd say that it was bold, fearless, and effortlessly chic.
One of June's most impactful styling secrets is her use of accessories to up the ante on even the simplest outfits. She's the queen of statement style, and her outlandish hats are proof that fashion should be fearless. She uses bold, dramatic headpieces to take her outfits to the next level, as you can see here, turning every look into a masterpiece. Back in 2016, June told The Cut she had a collection of over 100 hats. Now, given her passion for show-stopping headwear, it's likely that her collection has grown a lot since then. But the key take-home here for me was the fact that what she often wears is very classic, very simple pieces that I wear and most of us wear, and she just gives them that real fashion-forward look and feel by using some very interesting accessories. And it's not just hats either, but you can't miss looking at this collection. Take a closer look. And it's not just her bold hats that steal the show. Another one of her go-to style staples is wearing oversized sunglasses. Now, whether she's rocking futuristic frames or classic cat eyes, they all add a touch of mystery and glamour. She also loves chunky jewelry, so think things like oversized hoops, stacked bangles, and layers of necklaces that just bring drama to any outfit. But she doesn't stop there. June uses gloves to add a dose of old school sophistication, statement belts to define her waist, and scarves for that effortless, stylish touch. And of course, let's not forget her shoes, whether it's sky-high heels, fashion-forward sneakers, or bejeweled Crocs. They always make an impact. Her fearless approach to accessorizing proves that details really do matter, and confidence is the key to making any outfit unforgettable. Just take a look at this super cool travel outfit that June is sporting here. It's comfy, it's casual, and yet it still looks very fashion forward and exciting. Now, a few years back, June did a great fashion makeover series on Real Women, and it was fab. I love how she created looks that were perfect for the individual women, and she didn't just create clones of her own style. The series is here on YouTube, and I'll link it in the description box below so you can go and check it out after you have watched this video.
And at this point, I'm just going to take a brief moment to thank the sponsor of today's episode, and that is Squarespace. If you haven't heard of Squarespace before, they are my go-to online website builder and host. I've been using them for years for my very own blog and many other websites that I've created for clients. And in my opinion, they're the absolute best. With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a personalized online presence that perfectly fits your brand or business. To get a fully custom website in just a few steps, you can start with Blueprint AI, Squarespace's AI-enhanced website builder. Using basic information about your industry, goals, and personality, it will generate a personalized website in no time at all. Squarespace also offers a complete library of professionally designed and award-winning website templates to choose from. So if you're looking to get yourself online this year, what I do suggest is whipping on over to squarespace.com. Take advantage of their free trial. When you are ready to push play, simply use my unique URL, which is squarespace.com/The Style Insider, and my code, which is simply The Style Insider, and that will give you 10% off your first website or domain. I will leave that linked down below and some more information. But if you are wanting to get yourself online, I can hand on heart recommend Squarespace as the easiest and the most effective way to do it.
Now back to June, who isn't just a style icon in her own right. She joined Puma as a creative director of women's basketball back in 2020, bringing her signature flair to the sporting brand. She held the role 3 years, shaping bold, fashion-forward designs before stepping down in 2023. But you can see her signature style in these images. And if you don't already, you should definitely follow June on Instagram. She has a fantastic feed of really stylish images, and she also includes a whole lot of interesting styling tips and tricks as well as some very cool beauty advice. I will leave a link to June's Instagram in the description box below. She recently created this very cool reel sharing how she styles this year's Pantone shade Mocha Mousse, and it's really interesting how she wears very classic pieces like this beautiful sort of puffy jacket and some of these lovely camel coats as well. And as you can see, they're all fairly conservative classic pieces, but it's just how she styles them with some other interesting colourful pieces and of course her signature hat that just takes them to a whole new level. In this reel, she's basically wearing a pinstripe suit, but she has teamed it with a shirt dress that's worn open underneath the blazer, and she's picked up the white from the dress with this kind of what it looks like is a pearl detailed sort of corsage that she has slung across her body, and this pearl detailing on her loafers, and of course finished off with a statement hat. And as I mentioned, June's looks are all about the details, and handbags play a really important part in her outfits too. And not surprisingly, she has a super cool selection of not only classic purses and handbags and totes, but really fashion-forward statement bags as well. So as you can see here, there is really very much a cross-section of purses and bags that she sports. So I do think that the key with trying to steal June's style is just adding those interesting details to elevate any simple outfit. June can also be seen regularly on TV, and she has quite a few regular styling segments where she commentates on fashion, whether it's awards events or just talks about her career, but she's also very much a well-known fashion commentary and style guru. And I love the fact that she's over 50 and still seen as such a strong and relevant voice in the fashion industry. And it's not generally something that you see very often, which is another reason I really wanted to celebrate June's style today. And when I look closely at a lot of June's outfits, they are very classic pieces, as you can see in some of her classic coats and jackets and suiting. But what she does do is just add those fashion elements, as you can see here, with hats and interesting shoes and glasses to really just elevate those looks. And any of these outfits, as you can see, just look timeless, but it is those details that she adds that create a real wow factor. And I think we can learn a lot from this, just that the devil is in the detail and that it is not as hard or as perhaps expensive as we may think to upgrade and just modernize some of our favorite outfits.
Can you see now why I've got a bit of a girl crush on June? Her style is just impeccable, but it's not actually too far out of reach for most of us. Take a look at this.
June was once featured on The Rachel Ray Show, sharing her best kept tips and tricks for closet organisation. Now, while this was a few years ago, the secrets she shared are really valuable and definitely worth taking a look at if your closet needs a makeover or a little sharpen up. And of course, this will also be linked in the description box below too. Over the years, June's beautiful daughter, Summer, has been seen with her at different fashion events, and it's not surprising that she was going to somehow get that entrepreneurial gene as well, and she has recently launched her very own hair oil beauty line called Summer Hope. Inspired by her own curly hair journey, Summer created Summer Hope Beauty to help others embrace their natural beauty and discover products that truly work for them. So it might be worth taking a look if you also have curly hair too. And it's great to see June supporting Summer too.
And to this day, June continues to be a powerhouse in the fashion industry, which proves to me that style and influence can get better with time and age. I hope you've enjoyed taking a deep dive into June's style as much as I have. June is the third style icon that I have featured in this new series, which I have officially called Steal Her Style. And if you happen to miss the first episode where I featured 77-year-old Linda V. Wright, then all you need to do is click or tap on the screen here and I'll see you there.